from the file. That item.json file is available under the public folder. You can see here item.json file is my item.json file is available in which folder? Public folder. Public folder. Now we have to come to the same file, hook6.js file, and we need to read some other data also from some other source. Okay. So come to that file. Hook6 is available with everyone. Hook6 is available. I will share you again. Hook6 file. I shared in the file hook6.js. Okay, you can use that file. In hook6.js file, we have read the data from other location and we displayed here. Even we have called here use state and use effect both. Using use state, what we are doing? We are reading the data from the item.json file using the Axios get method, and after reading that data, we are sending to update item, and from update item it will go to the item list. From update item it will go to the item list. Okay, next after that come down, write one more function where we can read the data from some other location. Okay, write one more function where we can read the data from other location. That also on load, not on button click, on load. There we'll see the usage of use effect. What is the use effect? So first write here a function use effect. Under the use effect, keep a comma, a square bracket, inside keep as a 1. Under this square bracket, we will be writing call so we can come inside and we can write here one alert. We will come to know okay from use effect. Okay from use effect. Okay from use effect. Save the file. On page load, this alert will come. On page load, this alert will come. Okay, if now on page load alert is coming, automatically the use effect will get called. Okay from use effect. Same here, okay from use effect. On load automatically. When you go to some other component and come back to this component, automatically alert will come. That is called use effect. Then what is the use of the use effect? Use effect is not made for any specific purpose. It is made whenever you want to do anything on page load, you can call this function. Now we want on page load, we want to keep alerts, so we call which function? Use effect. Inside the use effect we given call alert. Suppose if you want this get item should get call automatically on load, get item we can call inside, so on load will call automatically, but we will do something else for that. Right here another constant, write another constant, give a constant name user list, comma update user equal to use state, keep as a empty array. User list update user equal to user state, keep inside empty array. Empty array. So use state become as a empty array. Use state become as a use state. We are passing as a empty array, so empty array will come to the user list. Now write a function called get user const get user equal to come down, and right here again axios dot get axios dot get, inside you will pass a URL. That URL I will provide now. That URL is not from your local computer, URL is from the other server. It is here. I will share in the chat as well. So this got shared in the chat. Okay, hope you all have written. It's called JSON placeholder dot typicode.com slash users. After reading this URL, the data will come from there. Once we send the request, data will come from there. Using then function, you will capture here the response. And after that, you will keep as a alert response dot data dot length. 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 Next, after that, this get user function you will call inside this function, use effect function. Under use effect function, you will call the get user function. Okay, next after that, save the file and see once alert will come, what is the length? Everyone should say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, how many length you are getting? Okay, 10. Okay, very good. 10 will come because the URL you are calling, in that there will be 10 records. Let's open this URL directly in the browser. See what is coming in that. Open this URL directly in the browser. See what is coming in that. Okay, hope ready. You got this URL. In that you can see there is it's a multi-dimensional array where a lot of user details are there. Address, company details. It's an array inside array. Okay. So from here we are going to read the data and display inside the page from this URL, external URL. Now come there, see what are the fields are inside. Name, username, email, address.street, address.pin code, zip code, phone number, website, company name, purchase, something. Many are there. So we have to create a table and display this data. So we'll come to the Hook6 file, and here this data sent to update user. In update user, response dot data. So data is the fixed word that you cannot change. Response can be anything. Response variable what we have used, it can be any variable name, no problem. But data will remain same always. Data will remain same always. Okay, next after that come down below. We have to print the user list, length of user list. So we can go here after this paragraph, right below H3 or maybe H2, user list from API. Before that you print user list dot length, user list dot length, user list dot length. User list dot length. Check now, on load length is coming. Then the page will load. It will give you 10 user list API. Then user list from API. Then user list from API. Then user list coming from the API. Now we have to create a table and print below the list of users. So create a table, close the table, keep inside cell padding equal to 10, t head tr th user id. From that URL id is also coming. So we can keep here one user id field, name, username, email, phone number, user id, full name, email id, username, phone number, body we can write body open close, body open close. Kitna that cable is in that room? Cable only room. Huh? Duster. Last 2 years we have not used duster. Okay, so the one cloth is there in that room table. In that room table is there no corner. Cloth will be there as well as the cable connector. That is also there on. You can take both. Now we'll write here user list dot length, user list dot map. Right here from info as well as index. Okay, user list dot map return tr td info dot id or tr equal to index. Check now. On load, it will display the ID of 10 users. On load. As soon as the page will load, list of users will come. For printing ID of all, see 10 ID will come 1 to 10. Now since it's JSON, there is a name, email. After that, which one? Phone. Whatever we are printing, name, email, username, and phone. So we can go here and we can print here name, name. Next is called email. Next is called username. Username. Next is called now something like this. If you click on button, then item will come. On load, this data will come. Yes, no, you can let me know. Are you getting the data? Okay, getting the list of users. Okay, next after that, we saw how the data is somewhere else. Data is in some other server. Data is in some other server. Then after that, your React easily it's able to fetch and display inside the page. So in this example, we have both. In this page, we have both the example. One is on load. One is on load. Which one? Get user. So on load, how it is happening? Using the use effect. Anyone who is not getting the data? Okay. If getting the data, then well, let's create one more function to implement one more API. This is the individual file. You can run it individually. Okay. I will give you complete SRC folder. You can use that if any problem. Then item.json file also I will share you. My item.json file. Both is in your chat. Now let's come up, write one more API part, one more function to get some more idea. Write one more function here called const comment list. Update comment. Use state. Comment list, update comment, use state. Okay. Write a function const get comment equal to get comment equal to again use axios dot get right inside URL. You can keep same URL instead of user. You can keep as a comments instead of user. You can keep as a comments. After that dot then response at hello method response.json. So response.json is not required here because this is not the fetch function. Axios will convert JSON to array automatically. We have to go directly here. Update comment you can call, and under the update comment you can pass this response.data. response dot data. Response dot data. Next, after that, keep a alert also here. Call response dot data dot length. Response dot data dot length. Call the function call get comment. Call the function call get comment. Check now what is the length. How many is the length for comments? Response dot data dot length 500. Cool. Yes, it will be 500 only. Everyone is getting 500 or a specific people? Now come down. You need to call the get comment and the use effect. Now come down and print the list of comments. You can print here in the beginning only. H2. What is the variable name? Variable name is called comment list dot length. Dot length. Comment list dot length. Come down. Write comment list dot map. Use comment comma index. In that comment list, you are getting a property called body. कितना टाइम हुआ? 11 चलेंगे 55 में निकलेंगे 55. Return. Write a p tag key equal to index comment dot body. So it will give you total 500 comments in your page. Once the page will load, complete 500 records will. That is going to come from where? Backend. Which page? Before that it was coming. Internet, you have internet. Yes. Comment that comment list. Get comment, you can comment. Save now. Here is space by you given. In the beginning and in the last. Yes, that is space by. Beginning also. User list was coming. Reload it. Right click. Inspect. Go in the beginning. Undefined is it involves something. Line number 21 you can check. No, are you ending that? Go up. That function where is end? No, cut this off. This cut pura. Cut that get comment function completely. Yes, entire cut it. Cut नीचे तक है ना वो. Function where is ending. Cut that. Save now. Check now. Are you getting the user list? Problem is not in this. Problem is somewhere else. Check once 500 comments will come. All the list will appear here. Total 500 users comment.
The users could say it was comments.
Now after deleting, why not working? Here why use effect? It is use state, no? It is use state. Change करो आप उसको use state. Getting the list, comment list. Inside the paragraph, you can write one HR. Inside the paragraph, write one HR and check once list is coming or not. Inside the paragraph, write one HR. Then you will see after every comment, one HR will appear. So this is reading the data from where? Some other server when on page load. Check once. Carl, comment is coming for how many people?
Yes.
Comment is coming. Now one URL I share in the chat. That is your homework. One URL came in the chat. This is the URL. Let me write here. Check this URL. Okay, you can take the photo of this URL also. From this URL, what are the details you have to print in table? So you have to write a function called getCar. Okay, in that you will use this URL, and from this URL, using table, in table you will be displaying the model, MODEL model. You will display the price. You will display the FUELTYP fuel type, and you will display the mileage, MILEAGE mileage, and you will display the version in a table. Okay, in a table, how many columns will come? Model, fuel type, price, mileage, and version. It is a car list. Okay, so it will give you total 23 car details with photo even. So photo I will guide you in some other class how to display, but from this URL you are going to read the list of car, and after reading the list of car you will display inside the page, and that will be not this component, a different component. In this component number 6, we displayed already 3 URL, so page will become too congested. So you will create one more component called hook 7, and inside the hook 7 you will read the data from this URL. Okay, you will read the data from this URL, and after reading the data from this URL, correct, you will display what are the details: model, price, fuel type, mileage, and version. Look like possible? Possible or not possible? Yes, no? It is copy paste task only, nothing more. We have already written 3 function. The 4th function you have to try. Okay. So today we'll leave class here only. Tomorrow we will spend little more time. Day after tomorrow also we'll spend some time, extra time, to cover up the missing sessions. From Monday we will be regular on time only. Okay. Tomorrow we are going to join the project class 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock project class will join 8 to 10, and 10 to 11:30 or 12 o'clock will continue this one. Which one? The regular class which we have. Okay, and then we'll see further. Okay, so please implement this. Till today I have a dependency. I will finish that, and then from Monday I will be